Hello viewers, I'm reading from Paul G. Brett's Bible book. Over the next 200 years or so, scholars have subjected the Bible to the closest possible examination to try to discover the original texts. For this is not always clear, as well as their meaning in the original context. It is likely, for example, that there are 4 separate sources within the Torah. The first 5 books of the law. In Genesis there are 2 creation stories with different emphases in them. Leviticus, though it is placed before Deuteronomy, may have been compiled much later in time. The prophetic books may have been the product of schools or prophets rather than the words of a single individuals. The 4 Gospels also show traces of dependence on other sources. All through the Bible, the hand of editors is frequently to be found as earlier material is taken up, restated, and reinterpreted for new religions, political, and social situations. These editors approach the tradition that came to them with fidelity, but also with creative imagination. The texts help to shape the communities that receive them, and the communities themselves shape the text as they use them and pass them on to others. The Bible is a classic work of literature as well as a collection of material from many different sources. It has layers of construction and meaning that need to be carefully disentangled and understood in relation to each other. To take it at its face value alone is to miss much of what it actually has to say. The point can be made by a comparison. In the National Gallery in London there is a large painting by Holbein called The Ambassadors. A note on the wall indicates that it was painted in 1533 and depicts 2 men surrounded by symbols of their wealth and interests, astronomical and scientific apparatus, a globe, musical instruments, a lute. On the floor between the 2 figures is an object looking like a French loaf, stretched up at an angle towards the right. If you look sideways at it, you can see that it is an elongated skull. In common with others of the period, the picture points to the mortality of life. Riches and culture do not last forever. But the casual observer, taking the picture at its face value, will entirely miss further layers of meaning waiting to be discovered. The richly dressed figures are those of a bishop, recently appointed, but not yet consecrated and not in episcopal clothes, and a diplomat. They are standing on a pavement close in design to one round